it's your Marie here to bring you there with another reaction video, and today we are watching Llama Arts, the Playhouse. Listen here, y'all. I am not okay with this at all because it's Llama Arts. Y'all know I don't like scary. However, y'all know I love y'all. So, I'm gonna do it. But I'm doing this solely for you guys because you guys know and every time we react to... I'm not gonna say the names because y'all gonna start commenting. Y'all sneaky. I don't like that sometimes. I wanted to give you guys a fresher face because, you know, I have been rocking the makeup looks, I'm not gonna lie. But I wanted to give you guys some glow because y'all needed it, you know, radiate your lifestyle. But we are about to get into this video. So with all that being said, we are on the road to 100K. So don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and that post notification button. And let's get into the video, shall we? Also, y'all, the Christmas, bear with me. Next week should be gone, okay? I know.
We live on several acres in rural Indiana, USA. Our neighbors aren't too far apart, but we all live on a lot of property. On our properties, we have a lot of trees, and our neighbor doesn't maintain their property well. So a lot of it's overgrown. You know, a couple of fallen trees and a lot of downed branches. We knew the state of their property was probably because it was an older couple that owned the house and the property was vast.
Okay.
We have a creek separating our homes as well, but a small strip of their property is accessible from our backyard. Due to the overgrowth in trees, we weren't able to see much of their property when we first moved in the summer. And of course, we didn't go onto their land because... Let
me just say, the property value, I'm trying to get like this, okay? With the privacy fence, the bushes, I'm living for it. Living very nicely, very demure, very mindful. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out because I just know they're gonna mess up my mindset. I just know he's gonna find a freaking way. Okay, back into it we go.
Overgrowth in trees, we weren't able to see much of their property when we first moved in the summer. And of course, we didn't go onto their land because we didn't want to trespass. One night, my daughter and her friend were camping in the backyard and ran inside, swearing that they heard a kid laughing or crying in our backyard. I figured it was their imagination from too many scary stories while in the tent, but went out to investigate just in case.
You're brave. Now, I know the baby said something, but it's dark. First of all, let's start with you washing the dishes and not having the blinds closed. I don't understand that. There's no logic at all. Secondly, girl, if your daughter comes in and tells you something of that nature, 911. I'm sorry, but I'm not checking that out. I'm not checking that out.
I heard a faint noise coming from just beyond our property line. I moved the flashlight into the general direction and called out to whoever may be in the trees.
This is too much property.
Stopped. I decided it was probably just a couple of stray cats.
You're dumb.
But just in case, I had the girls set up the tent in the living room. The next day, after taking my daughter's friend home, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate the area by our property line.
Why?
As I neared the line of trees, I saw a small path I had never noticed before. Since I knew my neighbors were too far and the trees were too thick, they couldn't see me on their property, so I stepped onto the small path. I walked slowly, looking down, watching for poison ivy and fallen branches. I wasn't too far in when I saw a dirty, broken kid's toy on the ground, wrapped in overgrown weeds.
Turn around.
I looked up, and in the distance I saw a small, white shed-like structure.
Turn around.
As I got closer, there were more and more toys scattered on the ground.
Turn around.
Some partially buried, all broken and dirty. Then there was barbed wire, and I could see the front of the shed and realized it was a large playhouse with a wooden alphabet decorating the outside.
Around.
I was starting to feel uneasy. This playhouse was at least half a mile or more from the only house on the property. I stopped in my tracks, letting my imagination go a little, when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I must have jumped a foot off the ground, only to turn around and see that my daughter had followed me.
I don't like that.
Once my heart slowed down, I decided to get a closer look. There was more broken barbed wire fencing on the ground the closer we got. The window on the side was broken, and there was a hole in the roof. There was a broken train set, One a kid would be able to ride on. The front door had a white piece of wood set to lock someone in, not keep people out. At this point, my daughter was in full panic mode and begging for us to walk back to our house.
Thank you!
But I had to at least look through the window.
Why?
My mind would wander with all the possibilities of what could be in there.
But it don't matter!
As I
It
was
don't
stepping to the side of the
matter!
shed-
It don't matter, you dumb bitch! It don't matter! I am so sick of these people trying to go and be the detective knowing they are not certified. Get your life together, boo-boo. Your daughter is getting bad vibes. Your daughter is like, Mama, let's go home back there. I gotta go look in the window because I gotta see what's going on. Vivian, we talked about this. Vivian, shut up. Vivian, let's go. I don't wanna hear it. You wanna die? That's what you wanna do. You see a crickety dollhouse in the middle of the woods on your property line. You didn't submit nothing for that. Where's your papers? How was this here? Who brung it? The questions that we're not answering in our mind. Vivian, we gotta get it together. Daughter, mad you even told your mother about this. No, I'm not. I'm happy you told your mama because you should have. As a child, you was just playing in your backyard, okay? Mom, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the most I've talked in a video, but I can't do these. This is why. Y'all know what this does.
Door had a white piece of wood set to lock someone in, not keep people out. At this point, my daughter was in full panic mode and begging for us to walk back to our house. But I had to at least look through the window, or my mind would wander with all the possibilities of what could be in there. As I was stepping to the side of the shed, my daughter was following close behind. In her fear, she was paying more attention to me than where she was stepping, and she cut her leg pretty deep on some barbed wire that was hidden in overgrowth. I quickly glanced inside the window, only to see a partially dirt floor and broken wood, and a large wooden bench with a dark stain on top. I picked up my daughter, who was determined her leg was going to fall off. We left the neighbor's property, and I took her to the doctor to get a tetanus shot and get her cleaned up. That night after dinner, I let the dog out, but couldn't get her to come back in.
Nope, see?
I let her stay outside for a while and checked again a little later.
Oh.
Our dog still wouldn't come in, and I noticed she was standing by the path we took earlier.
Go get the damn dog.
I grabbed a flashlight and her leash and headed out to her. She was pacing, whining, and sniffing around everywhere.
Honey?
I figured it was from the blood earlier, but she never ventured onto the path. Then, I heard the giggling of a little girl. I called out to the child, but there was no answer in return.
I'm
just
stressed.
some rustling in the leaves. I ran inside with the dog to check on my daughter to make sure that she was still in the house. She was laying in bed, fast asleep. The next morning, I went straight to the Playhouse, but as I was approaching, something was wrong. The broken toys seemed to be in different places, and when I got to the Playhouse, my heart felt like it was a ton of bricks.
What's with the pictures, man?
All over the side of the Playhouse were children's drawings, in my daughter's blood. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you would like to support the channel...
Llama! And your daughter's what? See, the moral of the story is stop being nosy. Get out of people's business. Mind your own. It's not hard. Simply, it's not hard to just simply shut up and walk the other way. Turn the other cheek. It's not hard. Vivian, your daughter paid for what you did because you wanted to be ignorant. You decided to be nosy. You wanted to look in the window. Now that you looked in the window, now look what happened. You ain't got no one to blame but yourself. But with all that being said, I'd like you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Give me my videos to react to, give me songs to sing, and give me challenges to try. And I love you, gang. Bye!